What's up, YouTube? Magicide here. Welcome back to another episode into our Geek Fest of playing Civilization 5 as England. Don't remember the last time we left off. It's been a few days since I played, so I apologize if I'm not quite up to speed. I know what we were planning on doing here was pumping out the Galleases and then taking over Zürich. And it looks like they've got some more defense, because the last time I think it was 17 and I think they went up to 18. That's unfortunate, but we'll be able to roll with those punches, I think, as soon as we start getting some more ships. I think I'm going to get a couple more. So you might notice right now I can't really hear the music. One of my previous episodes I ended up getting a copyright claim because of one of the tracks that I think Firaxis licensed, and it was automatically picked up by one of the ad revenue bots, which I'm disputing it because, you know, it is part of the official soundtrack and whatnot. And but just to avoid that, I'm going to play with the music really low here. You know, I was looking up on Reddit because the first time I saw it, you know, it's a little jarring when you see stuff like that. And when I saw it originally, you know, it's a little stressful, but it's not that big of a deal. I looked on Reddit, and a lot of people, or at least a few people, have said that they always play with the music off just so that sort of thing doesn't happen. And I think I'm definitely going to keep with that tradition with some games. I was always under the assumption that Firaxis, you know, made all of their music in-house, but I don't think that that's true. I think that they actually license a few of their tracks, especially some of the more generic tracks that you hear in game, the ones that aren't cultural or civilization specific. So it looks like we got the commerce opener. Or no, we didn't get the commerce opener. We finished tradition. We definitely want to go exploration, but going commerce would be a damn good idea because I like getting Big Ben. That definitely helps out our finances. But I think I'm going to stick with exploration at the moment. I'm going to take that, since we are kind of a maritime nation. We're definitely playing on an archipelago map. Oh, I've got a couple. That's right, because I was saving them up. Well, since we have the other one, I can either get more production, which is pretty spiffy. You know what? Let's go ahead and get, what is it, maritime infrastructure, because it's not going to be too long until we get another social policy, and then I'll unlock commerce. I'm hoping I get it before Big Ben, the technology for Big Ben, actually starts to become relevant. And I believe the last time we left off, we kind of coaxed the Byzantines in attacking the Polynesians, because they're starting to grow a little big here. What my idea is after we're done taking over Zürich up here, that we're going to go after France next, because they only have what appears to be they only have their capital. Let's go ahead and do let's do naval units here, and we'll park them up here. I'm wondering if they're afraid of us. Let's take a look. They are not. Base reluctance, quite a bit. Okay, well, as soon as I get some more ships there, I'll probably do it. So we're just kind of playing the waiting game here until we get some more ships, some more Galleases. The other reason why I want to take out Zürich, not only because I only have the two cities, and there's really not a lot of desirable land around here for other cities, is that they have iron, and I really want those ships as the line. Alright, we'll park you up here. Always want to keep them 2 spots away from the city itself, because that's their range. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have, what, another 2 turns or so on my next turn for the next Galleas. Kind of sucks that we're so landlocked here. There's nothing else I can do with my worker. There's really nowhere else to go. My only option is to actually just sit here and chill and build stuff, which I don't want to do. I mean, we're going to do that anyways, but it's obviously time to exterminate. And eventually, when we actually have access to the ability to sail across the deep ocean tiles, we're going to go ahead and find who the other civs are. Because I think that is pretty much the only reason why we're not seeing anybody else here is because we can't go any further east. There is no more adjacent shallow coast tiles. Which is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay because, you know, when you don't meet the other civs for a little while, you know, there's no risk. I mean, you could still piss them off. There's still like some kind of mechanic within the game. So, for instance, if there's a civilization that's working towards the same wonder that you're building and you build it, it's still going to piss them off that they didn't build it, but they don't know who built it. So until they meet you, there's nothing they can do about it. So not meeting the other civs does have its bonuses. It's been kind of a quiet game. I'm sure if we had a warlike civ that were our neighbors, we would have some problems. We'd have a little bit more of an interesting start. I probably would have been pumping out naval units and things sooner. But since we're in a relatively safe position here, there's really no reason to do it. Not until now anyways, because we have our target up here. The problem with taking over Zürich is that they've got 2 ranged units plus their city, and I'm still on the first tier of both ranged and melee ships, which is a bit unfortunate. I could bring over my spearman now that I can upgrade him. We're going to upgrade him, and I believe there's something else I can buy now because I've got almost 400 gold. I can buy a workboat. Don't need to do that. I believe... Okay, so I still need a workboat for that fish up there, and that one's already got one. Okay. So I could build one, or I could buy something. I think what we can do... Let's see here. If I go up here and do this, I'll end up getting 2 gold more a turn. Why don't we go ahead and just build the... Or I could build another trireme. Actually, I'm going to save my money because I want to wait until I go to war, because I have a feeling I'm going to probably need to replace a ship or two, and we're going to need the cash for that. So we're going to get our 3rd Galeas here, and I think I have, what was it? Just one more ship left to do. You know, one other unfortunate part about our position right now, I think I'm going to have you do land units so we can maybe take out some of these archers. And maybe we'll do my trireme up here. Put them on alert. Because I'd rather have my Galeases somewhere along this area here so I have access to these guys. Alright, so I built a workshop here. That's finished up. So we can do a harbor, which I think we should do so we can get the trade route thingamabobber going. Well, I think we'll go for the national epic, and then we'll start building up the rest of our infrastructure here. Okay, so our cargo ship is finished. We want them to go back down to York. And I think, yeah... How many more turns do I have left on these guys? To Zürich, I have, 13 turns left? Okay. I think I'm going to wait until I actually have that option to switch trade route, because I don't want to lose my cargo ship. And now I have a pikeman, which I could bring over here, but I think he's just going to be cannon fodder if I do that. Which is okay, because, I mean, if they're targeting my 1 land unit versus my ships, I'm okay with that. You know, I'm really curious about is how much are the Galeases? Okay, they're 540. I might just buy one straight up. So we've got a spot here, And here, let's move our trireme back and park my other Galeas right up here. Right? Rather uneventful, but ooh, looks like they're bordering somebody over here. Let's hear. I think that's red, so that's got to be maybe Poland. Japan, I believe, is white, or is that a yellow line? I'm looking at the actual color of the tiles themselves. All right, so just to make sure, yes, we got 11 turns left on our one trade route to Zurich. And in that time, I could actually build another ship instead of building a harbor, but I think we should probably build that harbor because we're going to see a nice little boost to our income once we actually get our internal trade route connection. All right. And I think... Okay, I'm wondering if one of these civs will actually become our friend. Let's actually take a look at the diplomacy tab. So Napoleon is friendly, but he's a troublemaker. I really want to become friends with the Byzantines because I'm hoping they send some missionaries to me. Okay, so they're still pissed off because we built wonders that they want. I'm not going to even ask. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay. She still kind of hates our guts. Let's do another land unit and put our Galeas up here. So we got 4 turns left on both of our harbors. They're going to finish up at the same time. That's really good. And once I actually get education, what I might do is actually start building a university straight away because I want those tech increases. We have no jungle tiles, so we don't really get that aspect. The Oxford University is an interesting national wonder to build. I've seen a lot of posts about it, I think, in the Civ Fanatics forums. Some of the pro players out there actually say to just hold on to it, don't build it yet, wait until later on, because you get the free tech for building it, which makes a lot of sense. But you also get these other bonuses, the culture and the science, and, of course, if you're hard-strapped for available slots for the great works, it also provides that. Which I'm going to be extremely late building my writers guild. Oh, you know something? I should probably move him up here because I think I'm just going to... How much was it? It was like 500. I'm going to build another trireme. See, we're getting hard-pressed for money here. Make sure I have a worker in my workshop. Okay. So it looks like we're going to get a great engineer pop. And since I am completely landlocked, I actually just saved those. I just saved those for sniping wonders. But when you're so hard pressed for production, which I'm not on this island, but on everywhere else, this area has absolutely nowhere I feel comfortable building it. If I was to build a manufactory, that is. Over here, there's definitely a couple of these crappy tundra tiles here. Okay, so we haven't met 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 civs. Okay. We're going to put you on alert. And it looks like we've got one more turn left on the harbor. You know, I'm almost tempted here to just start building other cargo ships, but I think we're going to stay our course. And the National Empire is good, but I'm not really completely hurting for it. I just want it because you get that extra great people production, or the, was it the percentage? 25% of great people generation in the city. Okay. So this turn our harbors are going to finish up. Excellent. And it probably won't do anything. I'm not going to get the actual thing that says the cities have been connected until next turn. Let's see here. What can we build here? That'll benefit us. Let us... I should probably knock out that shrine right away. Let's get the market, because we need it. And eventually we'll get that forge to it. What else does that give? I know it gives an extra production. Okay. So we've got 4 Galeuses, and we're not making any money now. I almost think what I should do is probably just go ahead and get another market. Right now, right here. And I think after I get my cargo ship back, I don't think that there's any other missions to establish trade routes, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you want gold gifts, natural wonders, and great engineer, which I should probably get at some point. Okay. Right. So since we've got the city connections now, we get our income back. So onward, ho, to building that other Galeas. The only person that's interested in actually sending people up my way looks like to be Kamehameha. And by the look of it...
Education.
Okay, so we got our great engineer. So is China... Let's go into diplomacy overview here. Let's go into global politics. Okay, so they are going patronage. And let's take a look at their religion just... because I want to see. Yeah, so they are definitely proselytizing like a motherfucker. Cathedrals, so they get extra faith for each foreign city, and then they get that extra conversion strength. Because what I'm seeing here is that they're not so much as concentrating on actual other civs. What they are concentrating on is converting the city-states, which also means that I am under the risk of getting Taoism. We're going to park our great engineer and let him fall asleep, and hopefully I don't forget about that. Let's see how many more turns we got left. So we got 3 more turns on our 1 trade route. The other thing that sucks about China converting all these city-states around me is that I actually want to start establishing some trade routes with them. And once you establish a trade route with a city that has a particular religion, you're going to get greater, what is it, pressure, a religious pressure from that city. And the only one that doesn't have it yet is Hanoi, which I'm better believe they're going to get it soon. All right, so we finished 1 market. How much was it? It was 520, I believe. 540. Christ. Right. I want to keep all these guys locked in place here. I've got so much extra food. I could almost take one of these guys for the food, but since I'm making so much food, I'm... where is it at? I forget where you can see that at. It's just out here. So I got 4 more turns till I can build another person. They'll probably automatically go to my market. What should I do? Should I wait? Because it's only going to be a few more turns until I'm able to actually buy a Galea straight up. I think we'll just continue on. I really want this national epic. Angkor Wat. The shittiest wonder in the game, in my opinion. It's absolutely worthless. I think it's only really good to get if you are just trying to snipe it from somebody else. I know it does something with your city connection. I think buying tiles. Where's Angkor Wat? There. Oh, that's Machu Picchu. Where's Angkor Wat? I know where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. Forget. Oh, there it is. Culture and gold, cost of acquiring new tiles. Like, I think it's terrible. It's okay, I think, if you're going wide, if you're not playing tall. Okay, so we finally get our new trade. or our cargo ship here. So I think what we could do is go to Paris, because he's got some technology that I don't have yet. Well, let's do that. And since he's pretty happy with me, I don't think I have to run the risk of actually going to war with him. So let's save our game here. No save scumming or anything like that. None of that shenanigans. Let's go ahead and declare war. Let's see if they actually give us a tribute. They will not. Okay, let's declare war on them. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we can do here. Alright, a decent amount. That works for me. What I think I'm going to do here is park my triremes around here just to use them as cannon fodder. And hopefully they'll stay busy attacking them. I'm kind of wondering if I should bring my pikemen up just in case. But the problem is, let's do that. Let's send them out into the wilderness. Probably should have done that a few turns ago. I don't think I'm going to need him, but I'm going to bring him over there just in case. Should have enough ships to here to actually smash his face in, because I've got these 4 Galeuses here, and they've already knocked down more than a third of the city's health. Okay, they're going to attack my ranged ships. That's not great. But their archers are concentrating on my triremes here, which is excellent. Okay, so it looks like, what, in another 2 turns I should be able to buy another one. Galeus, that is. I don't want to be in range of their archers, so we're going to park him here. And let's continue to attack Zürich here. I might actually have to start attacking with my triremes a little bit. Oh, that's going to be rough if I do that. I'm actually going to... What should I do here? Should I... I'm going to put him up here so he's not in danger of getting attacked with both archers. And we'll keep you as is. And same with my other trireme. Like, I'm going to get Zürich. I'm just trying to mitigate my loss of ships here. And unfortunately, I think his one composite bowman is just going to chill right there. You open your borders? No? Very well. Come on, give me your religion. I want it desperately here. Okay, so he is going after my one tribe. Holy shit. He just straight up destroyed it. That's not good. I might actually have to replace that at some point. Okay, so he's going to take out his composite bowman, which is really good. I don't have to worry about them attacking me now. Hulk smash! Oh wait, that's right. That was that one trireme that was damaged. I'm stupid. Okay, so I think we may... Oh, it's so risky if I do this, because he may actually have a little bit of life left. I'm gonna park my other trireme here. Right. And so we'll just set you to alert again. I don't really want to attack both, or with both of my existing triremes, my last 2, because if he's down, or if the city's down to a sliver of health, he's just gonna sit there and smash one of them with this city bombardment and the other one with the composite bowman over here, and then I'll have no more melee ships, which would suck. Okay, let's get our pikemen in here right away. Oh, you know what? I probably should have pillaged first. But that'll work out for my benefit, because then I won't have to worry about replacing it. Alright. Let's take our other Galeuses here and do some damage to his land units, just to get a little bit more EXP. Alright, my one ship here. You have nothing. Alright, okay, you've got naval units. Let's go ahead and take my city. Yes, please, and thank you. We are, I think, going to create a pub for now. I think we may annex it later, just so I have direct access over a third city. And we're going to take, let's actually take a look. He has built a mine, he's got the pasture, and he's got the camp. So I don't really have any and it looks like a trading post up here. Let's go ahead and put him up there, because then I can build stuff as soon as the resistance goes away. Trireme is good to go. Let's put him back over here. And is there any wonders I might be able to steal from somebody? There is not. Alright, well, we've got some pretty good money here. Actually, I probably should look at what I can build. I can build a temple, but I'd rather have the university. I don't really like these options. I'm not really hurting on happiness, so I don't need to buy a coliseum. A few more turns left. I think I should just straight up annex this guy. So 1, 2, 3. So I can't get that fish, and the other fish are out of our range. If I really wanted to, I could pop another city here just for the fish, but I don't want to do that. I'm also playing on sparse resources here, so you get, not only is it sparse strategic resources, but it's also just regular tile resources. So you see, like, less luxury resources, less of these other, I guess, utility resources. So we have you set to do naval units. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't really need the extra movement, because you'll be fine later on. We'll put you back in our capital to heal. Trireme needs to heal. Put you in the city to heal, and the rest of my ships here. Oh, God damn it. Put you guys back down over this way, and we'll take our worker here. Okay, since there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do here with this area, I should probably get started on my Writers Guild right away. I'll put my other trireme thing on this side. You can move one more tile, fine. And my worker, can't really do much with you. So, you know what? Actually, let's put my worker... Oh, I didn't realize I had another one that I stole from Zürich. So I actually don't really need this other guy. I could probably just get rid of him. Because there's really not a lot else I can build in this. I'm going to put a lumber camp here because this place is going to be pretty production starved. It's also going to be pretty food starved too. So I should probably maybe build some farms or something up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete you. And then we'll put you here. Put my pikemen back in there. And now we have a choice of building some other stuff. Let's go ahead and get our university out right away. And then let's queue up the other stuff. The temple, the stables, and finally get our amphitheater. Might actually get walls at some point. Not sure what the hell. And really rolling in the dough here. But there's nothing that I really want to build here or buy, except for maybe the university, which we'll explore that in a little while. I'll put you into town here to heal and keep all the rest of my ships. And just sit here and take a little R&R. Though I don't think I'm going to worry about building any more ships until I have access to the caravels. Boy, I really wish I could build that observatory. It'd be really nice. Get that extra science output. Alright, so what else we got here? So we're going to put you to sleep. I think I've got, what, one more turn? Yep. Okay. And my pikemen need to rest. Heal up a bit. Like I said, I'll build a lumber camp here, and after I annex this, I actually may need to buy some coliseums, because once I annex this, I'm going to hurt a little bit on happiness. But I really want to see what the food situation over here is like. Alright, so let's go ahead and annex you. Not doing too bad on food. We don't really need the extra cash. Let's set you here. Oop. I'll lock all you guys down. I'm going to buy this tile here. And then we'll have you start making the lumber mill. Lumber mill, not lumber camp. And, wow, those coliseums are so expensive. The unfortunate part about me doing that, about annexing this area, is now I won't have access to build some of the other things. Like, for instance, I had both of my markets built, so I think I could build the trade company when I actually have the tech for it. But I could, if I built like the two barracks over here without annexing Zürich, I could have built my, what was it, the, oh, what the hell is it called? The heroic epic. So I always try to get some of those national wonders that have to rely on the building of the lesser tier buildings. Like, for instance, to build the national college, you need to have libraries in all of your cities. That's why it's probably best, if you conquer cities early on, just leave them as puppet states until you're able to build the national wonder and then annex them. Just simply for that reason, because otherwise you have to, it's a pain in the ass. You have to sit there and wait for the new city to build it. And especially if it's something like, say, Oxford, if you're really hurting for Oxford University and you have universities built in all of your other cities, and then you annex a city and then you got to wait for a university to build there. And especially if it's kind of a crappy city, you know, but it's got some strategic resources that you really want, and you really need to manage the city, so you have to annex it. So that means you have to go through the whole rigmarole of building libraries and everything else, assuming that the previous owner didn't build them. Alright, we'll put everybody else on alert, and I think we're going to save here and call it an episode. So thank you very much for joining me. Look forward to seeing everybody back for the next episode. Take care, and see you later.